So today is a beautiful Murli where Baba is talking about, uh, double foreigners. So, okay. So today we'll revise the Murli from 28th of February 1988. And Baba here talking about the specialities of double foreign Brahmin children. That is a speciality in every child. Brahmin means awakened child. Baba is emphasizing what he sees in the double foreigners because they have more objectivity, I would say. So let's listen to Baba. Today, Bab Dada, the bestower of fortune, is pleased seeing his elevated, fortunate children. The fortune of every child is already elevated, but it is number-wise. Today, Bab Dada was listening to the determined thoughts of zeal and enthusiasm that all the children have in their hearts. As soon as each one had a thought, each one's heart-to-heart conversation reached Bab Dada through thought. So whatever conversation we are doing with Baba, so it's the thought that reaches to Baba, and Baba says it reaches to him right away. Because the power of thought is more subtle than the power of speech, it travels extremely fast and arrives very quickly. The language of a heart-to-heart conversation is the language of thoughts. Scientists can catch sound, but subtle instruments are needed to catch thoughts. Bab Dada always listens to the language of each child's thoughts. That is, he catches the thoughts. In extremely subtle, clean and clear intellect is necessary. Only then will you be able to understand Baba's response in a heart-to-heart conversation. So Baba catches our thoughts, whatever we are conversing, and he likes to give response. He does give a response, but for that, for me to be able to catch that subtle response from Baba, that is very extremely subtle. For that extremely subtle, clean and clear intellect is necessary because I will catch it in my intellect. Then only I'll understand Baba's response in a heart-to-heart conversation. So that's something for all of us to really churn on and take it on for applying in our lives. Each one's elevated thoughts of being content, of being constantly happy, constantly free from obstacles, and of becoming equal to Baba reaches Bab Dada. We all have the elevated thoughts, right? Of being content, being constantly happy, and constantly free from obstacles, and of becoming equal to Baba. That reaches to Bab Dada. And Bab Dada congratulates the children for constantly becoming successful through their determined thoughts, because where there is determination, success is certain. So Baba congratulates because he sees the determination in that heart-to-heart conversation. And so where there is determination, there is success. Success is certain. This is known as the sign of becoming one with elevated fortune. When you have no weakness in your thoughts, when you have constant determination and elevated thinking, that is known as being elevated. So, seeing the children's generous hearts, Baba, the bestower of blessings, gives blessings for you to become constantly generous. It says, when you have no weakness in your thoughts, when you have constant determination and elevated thinking, that is known as being elevated, constant determination and elevated thinking. So, seeing the children's generous hearts, Baba, the bestower of blessings, gives blessings for you to become constantly generous. He gives you blessings for a generous heart, a broad intellect, for you to do unlimited service and have sanskars of generosity. Baba gives us these blessings, Baba's that blessings for a generous heart, a broad intellect, for you to do unlimited service and have sanskars of generosity. To have a generous heart means to be an embodiment of an unlimited consciousness. To have a generous heart means to be an embodiment of an unlimited consciousness. To be unlimited in every respect means to be generous. And what would be unlimited is beyond the story, being the soul, seeing more to whatever physically is in front. So, seeing the souls and seeing, knowing constantly I'm a soul. So, what would be my response? Not seeing the physical people, their behavior or situation, but constantly having that faith and awareness that I'm a soul. Soul means unlimited and it can deal with anything, but it has that positive, pure attitude that will be seen in my response. So, Baba is saying, generous means being an embodiment of unlimited consciousness, and to be unlimited in every respect means to be generous. When there is the state of the unlimited, nothing limited can attract a soul. This is known as the stage of being equal to the Father, Karmati, and leading an angelic life. So, state of unlimited in that nothing limited can attract a soul, but state of unlimited itself is that remembering, not forgetting, even for a second, I'm a soul. That remembrance, that awareness is to be constant. And that is the stage of being equal to the Father, of being karmati, that is beyond any effect of karma, and leading an angelic life. The meaning of karmatit is to be beyond, that is, to be detached from all varieties of limited nature and sanskars, of mine as well as others. Limitation is a bondage. The state of the unlimited is the state of being free from bondage. Limitation is a bondage. The state of the unlimited is the state of being free from bondage. You will constantly continue to achieve success by using this method. Whatever thoughts each of you had, they were constantly immortal, unshakable, and constant. That is, not ones that break. Constant, continuous thoughts that are immortal, unshakable. You had such thoughts, did you not? These thoughts are not only while you are inside the boundaries of Madhuban, are they? Will they always stay with you? So, constant thoughts of my truth that I have awakened to now. You have heard many Murlis. You must now carry out what you have heard, because in this corporeal world, three things are important: thoughts, words, and actions. To have greatness in all three is known as the complete stage. It is absolutely necessary to claim full marks in all three in this corporeal world. What are the three? Thoughts, words, and actions. To claim full marks is absolutely necessary. If someone thinks that his thoughts are very elevated, but there seems to be a difference in his actions and words, would anyone believe him? Words and actions are the physical mirror of thoughts. The words of someone with elevated thoughts would automatically be elevated. Therefore, to have the speciality of all three is to become number one. All three, elevated in all three. Bab Dada is always pleased to see the double foreign children with their specialities. What are those specialities? Just as you have taken a divine birth through Brahma Baba's elevated thoughts and elevated thoughts of invocation, in the same way, because you are the special creation created through elevated thoughts, you pay special attention to make your thoughts elevated too. So they realize how they are born through elevated thoughts and elevated thoughts of invocation by Brahma Baba. So they keep that importance of elevated thoughts, pay special attention to make their thoughts elevated. Because attention is paid to thoughts, you very quickly recognize all types of subtle attacks by Maya. You make effort to transform them and become victorious and try to finish them quickly. Because attention is paid, so the subtle attacks of Maya is quickly recognized that they make effort to transform and become victorious and try to finish them quickly. You constantly pay good attention to cleansing the power of thought. You have the good practice of checking yourself. Because of your subtle checking of small mistakes with realization, you are able to place all that in front of Baba or in front of the children who are instruments with a clean heart. So, for subtle checking, then realize the small mistakes, and then with total honesty and trust, with a clean heart, they put everything in front of Baba as well as in front of the instruments, like the center coordinator or whoever the instrument in charge. Thus, by using this method, you do not accumulate rubbish in your intellect. The majority do not hesitate to speak with a clean heart. This is why, wherever there is cleanliness, divine virtues are imbibed very quickly. So we have to check. I feel hesitation to share, but at least I should be able to share openly, cleanly, everything to Baba. If there is any hesitation, any kind of hesitation, we must remove it. We must bring attention to share everything openly. Otherwise, we can be careless and something or other we don't share with Baba. We think it's not necessary. So, or we bypass it. So, Baba always um, emphasizes that tell everything, every minute detail to Baba. Even you don't have to say to the instrument, but if this can be a regular method for me, with a clean heart, with full trust, I tell everything to Baba. Baba has mentioned in other Murlis too. 50% is forgiven, but you will feel light. Baba will absorb it. The energy will be taken away from around you. And that is very important to cleanse ourselves. The method to imbibe divine virtues, that is, to invoke them, is cleanliness. In devotion too, what method do they adopt when invoking Lakshmi or a goddess? That of cleanliness. Therefore, this elevated method of cleanliness automatically invokes a divine nature. Being authentic, no matter what. No fear, nothing to hide. That is trusting. Trusting at least this, what Baba is saying, that I have to be clean, honest, pure. That invokes automatically divine nature. So the majority of double foreign children has this speciality. Therefore, according to the drama, you have received a golden chance to move forward at a great speed. This is known as last so fast. So foreign countries service grew later, right? So according to the drama, you have received this speciality of going especially fast. So constantly keep this speciality in your consciousness and continue to take benefit from it. Thoughts come, they are clarified, and they go. This is known as making a mountain into a piece of cotton wool. Clarified in an unlimited consciousness with my true identity, the soul. I see it and I suggest it is in the story. It has a meaning, a purpose, but if it is nature of negative, it's still fine. Let it come, let it go. I'm not affected because it is fulfilling of settling something. But thoughts of my older self, thoughts of that forgotten, the self that has forgotten who he is, if I can catch that with attention, then that can be removed, right? That can be gone without touching you, affecting you much. So this is known as making a mountain into a piece of cotton wool. So cotton wool flies in a second, does it not? But how long would it take a mountain? Mountain cannot fly, right? So you clarified things, placed them in front of the Father, and with the method of cleanliness became an angel, and off you flew. This is known as last so fast, flying with a fast speed. So, according to the drama, you have been given this speciality. Bap Dada sees that some children check and also change themselves because they have the aim of definitely becoming victorious. The majority have the aim of becoming number one. The second speciality, and the speciality Baba is emphasizing, but this is a method, every soul has to take it. Because at the end, everybody is equal, pure, like Father. But Baba is talking about the speciality that is a powerful method for making any soul go fast. So the second speciality is that as soon as you take birth, You claim the inheritance, and there is automatic zeal and enthusiasm for doing service. So, by engaging yourself in service, you first receive happiness as the immediate fruit of doing service, and you then also receive special power by doing service. Then, because you remain busy in service, you receive cooperation in becoming free from obstacles. Cooperation from Father first, isn't it? That staying grounded or stable in your true self. Baba cooperates with that. So you doing busy, like keeping busy in service, Baba cooperates, and then everybody else cooperates. Everything becomes easier. Service happens easily. Therefore, to have natural zeal and enthusiasm to serve, to make time for it, and to use your body, mind, and wealth in a worthwhile way is also a lift. Busy in service, making time for service, and to use your body, mind, and wealth in a worthwhile way itself is a lift. This speciality is also received according to the drama. You know your specialities, do you not? You can move forward with these specialities as much as you wish, because according to the drama, no soul can complain that he came late and was therefore not able to move forward. The double foreigners have a golden chance with their specialities. The Bharatvasis have their own golden chance, but today Baba is meeting the double foreign children. Because of having a special role fixed in the drama, not a single soul that has come last can complain, because the drama is created accurately. Constantly continue to fly at a fast speed with this speciality. Do you understand? Is it clear now, or is there still a complaint? You have already given Dilkhush, sweet Toli, to Baba. The heart of the children is the Dilkhush, sweet Toli that Baba is. To have had the determined thought means to have given Dilkhush Toli to Baba. This sweet is imperishable. The children's mouth should always be sweet, and Baba's mouth is always sweet anyway. However, don't offer any other bhog, only offer Dilkhush sweets. You can offer whatever physical bhog you want, but only offer the bhog of your thoughts in the form of Dilkhush sweets. What kind of thought? Clean, pure, honest. Right? Baba says your determined thought is the Dilkhush Toli from you. Bab Dada always says that whenever you write to Baba, always write a letter consisting of only 2 letters. Which 2 letters? Okay. You'll not need so much paper, ink, or time. There will be a saving. The meaning of okay is that Baba is remembered as so is the kingdom. O is one, Baba, K for kingdom. What does it become when you write an O? It becomes an image of the Father, does it not? And K is the kingdom. Therefore, to write OK means to remember both the Father and the inheritance. You must definitely write, but only write 2 words. The letter will then reach Baba. Bab Dada always knows the enthusiasm in your hearts. Things of love reach the Father, the comforter of hearts, anyway. Things of love, of that of the heart, reach the Father, the Comforter of hearts, anyway. Does everyone know how to write this letter? Someone who doesn't know the language can even write this much. Everyone's language will also become the same. We like this letter, you know? Write only? Okay. Cha. Today is the last day of the first group. All the problems are now finished. All that is left is to eat toli and feed toli. What else remains to be done? Now make others the same. You must do service and thereby become servers free from obstacles. To those who constantly fly with zeal and enthusiasm, become equal to the Father. To those who constantly check the self, change and become complete. To those who are to become elevated in all three, thoughts, words, and actions. Those who become elevated by constantly imbibing cleanliness. To such special souls who fly at a fast speed, Babdada's special love, remembrance, and namaste. We will stop it here and we'll take it up from here tomorrow. The rest of let's take a minute to go into that deep silence and see what stayed with us. What is that telling us? And we can discuss. Okay, so any thoughts?
Yeah. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
Thank you, Baba. Thank you, Divine Family, and very grateful Murli. And today in Amrut Vela, I'm chit chatting with that only with thought. Means how thoughts comes. So that was, I think, Miss chit chatting with Baba, and Baba's. Then I don't know that it is Murli at and that speciality about thought that Baba brought. So it is very, it's I must zeal and enthusiasm. It's a natural. And another important lesson I got from that, it is a where is a one important message I got. There is a cotton ball where it is suppose small one is there, so it will fly away. But there is a mountain, and
Mm-hmm.
when you remove that mountain, you become the that means as a Lakshmi stage, ekdam pure, ekdam straight. So in our birds, from first to last birth, there is a lot of mountain. So that mountain we have to cleanliness when we do, so we can reach up to first stage. So last to first.
Yeah.
So that speciality we has, we can clean by chit chatting with Baba. That facility has Baba is given to us. And who removes that mountain becomes it's a divine family. All powers we have, which you utilize, how you utilize faster, will go faster. Om Shanti. Thank you, Baba. Thank you to your family. It's a lovely movie. I enjoyed that. Om Shanti.
That's true. So mountain cannot fly. When we see the mountain, we can take some insight and reflection that what scenarios in life we have made as mountain and keeping in our life. And Baba says just reflect on it and make it small with the truth. Nice. Thank you. Thank you, brother. Anyone else?
Om Shanti,
Om,
sister. Yeah, brother, please.
proceed, Vinod Bhais.
Thank you. Sister Baba equates cleanliness to divinity, and Baba today equates cleanliness to a pure heart, a clean head, a clean thought. Wherever confusions are existing, we need to tell it to Baba. I'm more convinced to say just it to Baba, less to instruments, but yes to Baba more. That has helped to clean the mind and, of course, get a good sleep. Also, Baba talks about sweetness.
Mm,
It is actually the thoughts which are sweet. Ones who express it to Baba and have a pure set of thoughts are also supposed to be considered sweet. The third thing is about okay. Uh, the form of Baba is O, that is a full stop or a bindi. It
mm,
also means to put a full stop to your thoughts. So that actually brought running thoughts to a full stop actually now, today morning.
mhm,
And yes, the kingdom. So to express our entire mindset or thought process to just two letters, okay, means to remember Baba as well and the kingdom as well. Thank you. Om Shanti.
right. Just O and K and stay happy in your truth. Only that, remembering those two words. Um, thank you.
Yeah, Om Shanti. So some specialities that Baba mentioned about the double foreign children, it's worth um, highlighting. So Baba says they have natural attention in to have that clean thought, cleansing thoughts, and they do have that good catching power and finishing
Mhm,
any sort of a subtle attacks that Maya's attacks, I suppose. And they also have a very good habit of self-checking, and they are very honest share in terms of sharing anything with Baba, um, and Baba says that cleanliness is very important because that invokes divinities, divine virtues, within us. And
yeah.
also says that they have that special blessing. That's why they have that special blessing lasts so fast. So therefore, they will be able to turn that mountain into a cotton wool.
Yeah. Mm. So, actually, in the foreign culture, I would say there is so much of, even from childhood, at least they try that way. Counseling, psychologists are very much active. They, even for children, there is a certain way. If they are not behaving in a normal way or something, family take them to counselors. I would say I have seen that is much um, not a culture in India, I would say, because in the family itself we try to resolve it and all that. But many times we don't really discuss. Here they value every individual to express themselves, that how you're feeling, why you're not doing this or something. In contrast, I would say, because I have gotten into counseling field lately, so I could see myself that the difference where there maybe we don't let while growing up to express ourselves. We would say you are just doing too much, or oh come on, don't worry, this is nothing, you're exaggerating, little child, don't cry, everything is okay. But we don't really talk what is bothering you, and there is a way you can think it this way or that way. I think that part, mostly in proper foreigners who grow up here, have it that they want to resolve, they don't want to keep in the heart. At the same time, of course, a lot of people, they keep in the heart and that becomes a sorrow and everything. But when they come to Baba, definitely they don't shy, they know to express what they're feeling, what it is happening, even whatever bad feeling it is or anything, and they bring it to Baba. I think that's how I understood when I was reading the Murli. And that's why Baba, that helps them a lot. And Baba loves it. A clean heart that can tell everything knowingly, acknowledging yourself, as well as fully, no hesitation.
So I think that's why if you look at it, the knowledge that double foreigners received is a bit late compared to Bharatvasis, but with their specialities, they should be able to move forward in this knowledge faster than Bharatvasis.
I think so, right? That's how
Right.
we can say is
Yeah.
accurate.
Yeah,
To
and
play
that
out.
also resonates in the way the whole service started in the other part of the world.
Hmm.
Mhm. And if we look at Australia, is governed and start the service started by brothers. And it's
Mm-hmm.
still the country where brothers dominate. I will not say use the word dominant, but that's the place it is. In other places, you will see sisters and mothers, but in Australia, it's brothers. And while I was listening to this whole conversation, uh,
Mm-hmm.
what hits me is people from the other part of the world, the Western world, they are easygoing in my
Yeah.
experience, because in the practical world, if we see, um, while we speak to Bharatvasis, um, there is some kind of backdrop judgment or a listening with some filter.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas on the other side of the world, their the experience is they listen in the moment. And at times, listening is a therapy.
Mm-hmm.
And being, I will not say completely off judgment of filters they are, but at least at that moment, they give their 100% of while they're listening to others. And probably they don't have too much of judgments or uh, things
Yeah.
around to filter that conversation. You know,
Mm.
they're easygoing, is what I will say.
Yeah, yeah. I think that also comes from, mostly foreigners are exposed to counseling. And in counseling, they say absolute non-judgmental listening. That's what the counselors do. So somewhere, I don't know, of course, counseling always is not effective where the people, clients feel they are not heard, but otherwise they feel they are listened to, because counselor's job itself is to not judge but listen and put them in the front to decide what would be good for them. So this is a very powerful skill, at least a lot, I would say 80% plus experience. So maybe that's how they keep it simple. It's just their little world, or others, they just see, I mean, hear what is coming. No filter, you're right. They take it as a face value, I would
Yeah,
say.
because if you look at it, see, in India, we have our own pluses and qualities.
Yeah.
However, we still believe in now the culture has gone a little less on having joint families. So there's a lot of experience a person gets while you're staying in in the joint family to deal with people. But in the foreign culture, while you are in the nuclear families, and very soon children get out of the family to be on their own. So the world is small compared to what for us the existing world would be in the family. And there are a lot of I will say um, things which stops us from expressing ourselves. Like it's only a recent culture in India that
Hmm.
it's okay to go to a counselor, or it's okay to go to a therapist. But in India, a
No,
few
it is
years
not.
back, if you're approaching a counselor or a therapist at your mental health was considered to be a stigma.
Yeah, that's right. So that's what I'm saying. So the openness is somewhere like, not sure. Should I say? Shouldn't I say? That is a lot more there. You can't. You don't know if I should tell it or not. By the way, even in the joint family, many things we say, oh, that's a silly thing. We don't talk about it, or something like that. Nothing like that here. I would say they value, even a child is saying something. Okay, let's listen to. I think the percentage is higher, and that's how the speciality in that sense. By the way, straightforward. Yeah. Mhm.
Om
Nice.
Shanti.
Om Shanti, sister. Yes.
I will, when you spoke about double foreigners and this, I remember only one Murli where Baba says, the sound of Bharat will reach the children from abroad, and from there will the revelation start. But it will come down only to India because he has to be revealed in Bharat. And that was a very strong Murli when Baba said, why in 74, why Baba never went abroad, but only after he became Avyakt did the foreign service start. That was Murli. But today's Murli, what I would like to take it, Sankalp se Siddhi. I love this power of thought. We have never actually used this thought. How should the thought be niswarth, altruistic, sacha, clean,
Mhm.
clear? This is what the power of a thought. If such kind of thought is there, we know a thought it travels faster than words. A thought, Baba saying, is more subtle. And even if you have to talk to Baba heart to heart, it's through thought. I think we have not explored that power of thought, or we have not used that power of thought in our communication with Baba, in taking things power for him. For this, again, Baba has said you need a subtle, a clean, a clear intellect. So, this is what actually is the essence of the whole knowledge. Even though Baba has said words and deeds are the mirrors of thoughts, we cannot say that we have good thoughts but no words and deeds. I still feel the basis or the power of thoughts, the elevated thoughts, is not seen at all by us, is not explored and experienced. Because even if there is a little weakness in thoughts, our determination will go down, our elevation will go down. So that's why just see what Baba gives us today. He gives us blessings, a generous heart, a
Mm.
broad intellect, and some scars of generosity. So, this power of thought I would really like to express when I sit in Amritvela, or when I talk to somebody. What is my thoughts? I would like to measure them. Does it have clarity? Does it have clearness? Does it have honesty? And does it have that absolutely what we call it as a light feeling? So that is called as Sankalp Se Siddhi. I would like to see whether I'm able to attain success or Siddhi through the power of thoughts. Om Shanti.
Thank you. Om Shanti. That's beautiful. Power of thought. And Baba talks about thought, words, and actions, right? So everything has to be pure. So, yeah, any other points for today? If not, we can just churn on this, what we heard, and finish with a commentary. And we'll take it up tomorrow. The specialities, that is the speciality of every soul. I think when we learn about it, I saw it as method. Okay, cleanliness, full total cleanliness expressed without any hesitation, doubt, worry. Tell Baba everything. That is the method too. So let's all of us relax wherever we are and take these few moments to feel the shine of your soul, your truth, with that gentle touch of the light of your soul. Let the whole body relax, go to peace. And feel the presence of Baba, the light, the source that holds us with so much love and care, like a constant promise that He is by my side every moment, no matter what, no matter what I'm going through in my story. Baba brings my attention to the seed that thoughts are coming according to the story. But soul is the actor who is clearly seeing the story that is playing out. And so, soul is also seeing the thoughts. And soul becomes in charge to see the quality of the thoughts. And soul can implement its power to choose. Other than doing that, soul sees all the thoughts and surrenders, give it all to Baba. Let Baba absolve it. It can be a good thought, happy thought, sad thought, negative. It's connected with the story, but to free myself from the emotional effect of the thoughts, I share simply with Baba. As I share, those thoughts start to disappear. I gain the power to let them go to the moments, to the situations where they belong. And I become that pure soul, the soul that is silent, that is free of thoughts, speech, action. I simply enjoy the company of my Father. I enjoy experiencing my true self, where simultaneously the play, the story continues, but that thoughts are purified, clean, because I got the method to share it all with my sweet father. My father absolves it and gives me clarity to choose what is right. So I become that pure, clean, little loving child with my father and experience this few moments of absolute me, the truth, and love of my father. And then constantly the energy of pure love, respect, care comes out of me in the form of thoughts, words, and actions. And as I am continuing with my story, I constantly experience the company of my sweet father every moment. My father is my constant companion, and I have become that pure, true soul. Om Shanti. Thank you, everyone.
Om Shanti. Thank you to Baba. Thank you, Anuban. Thank you, Divine Family. See you tomorrow at 5 a.m. Until then, have a beautiful day.